What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everybody? I forgot to unmute my microphone. Hope you guys are having a great night. We are back playing EU5, trying to restore the Roman Republic. We've actually made quite a bit of progress, but we are involved in a coalition war, which we ended last stream on. And I think, okay, so it's kind of coming back to me now. So we ended this coalition war, or we ended the stream of this coalition war, and it was basically just defensive, right? We're just waiting for them to give up. They've got some progressing sieges, but I think their war enthusiasm is going to go down. See, that their war enthusiasm is going down. Their months at war, the months at war is going up. Things are getting recalculated, right? We've got the pros, we've got Legio 2, we've got Legio 3. Legio 2 and the pros were both automated to defend home territory. Can you even call yourself Rome if you aren't enslaving half the population? I think I can, though. I think I can. I definitely can. Also, wouldn't it be kind of funny if we called Legio 2 the poetry, right? We get the pros and we get the poetry. Kind of funny, huh? Alright, this navy has 19 heavies. We have 38 now. Okay, so we can probably... Are these, like, damaged? These are not really even damaged. However, what kind of heavies are they? I don't think they're, like, good heavies. Like, no. Just no. What do you mean, no? How do I still have this cough? It's almost gone, though. Like, I'm getting over it, but... Alright. So, bad wordplay. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that sentence means, but I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, I just lost. Okay, Hungary won that battle, but that's because they got a lot of troops to join in. That was my second Legio, so those were regulars. And, oh, it looks like I'm involved in another battle, which I won that time. And remember, we are indeed recruiting prisoners to serve our purposes. Good, good. We are recruiting our prisoners to suit our purposes. We are defending home territory with them. Alright. These guys are prisoners as well. We're going to defend home territory. Boom. These guys are fine. We're just winning battles. Honestly, I think we're going to win this war. I don't think this is going to be an issue. Because, like, I mean, they're kind of, like, having some fun in Greece, but I just don't think it's really going to be an issue. I forgot to see what kind of ships they have. They got 2-deckers. 2-deckers. Oh, crap, I forgot what technology they're... Okay. Alright, so they're age 5. What are Carracks? We're using Carracks, which I think are age 4. Oh, no. Sorry, Carracks are age 3. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Carracks are age 3. So, frickin' fricker. We probably could not even win that battle. Yeah, and plus they're putting more, like, Hungary is getting their navy involved, so. I think if we go on the offense, it's going to end badly. I mean, if we go, like, through serious offensive measures, if we go, like, you know, a little bit into Milan like we just did here, I think we'll probably be fine, right? Like that. We could just recruit their soldiers as mercs. We have plenty of money. Our manpower is remaining mostly steady. Q-Ball says, we still at war. Yes, we still are at war. We indeed are. But we're winning, though. I mean, it doesn't look like we're winning. It's at -0, but their war enthusiasm is going down, and the months at war are going up. So these are all perks. And they all have the same goal. Okay, so I don't even need to do anything else with it. Okay, I can go over here. Can't go there because it's winter in the mountains. Okay. By the way, I recorded some videos about Venture. I recorded some videos about Venture, and I have commissioned, or no, I'm in talks with an artist. I haven't commissioned yet, but I'm in talks with an artist to commission some art that depicts Varello, which is a city in the world of Indoxus, and I plan to use that art for certain things, such as the player's guide cover. So that'll be cool. Oh, I just did something. I don't even know what happened. I think it's this. Oh, I don't even really care about that. I'll only vote for it if Castile asks me. And Castile is still in this war with me. Castile is just going strong. Castile is my ride or die, man. Look at this. I got a heavy ship here. I wonder if I can send it to Rome. I think if we become an empire, I think... Oh, yeah, well... Oh, they captured my heavy. I think if we became an empire, I think that would actually change the name of our country to the Great Republic of Italy. I think that's how that works. But yeah, what I did is I recorded a video that is something like 40 minutes long, and of course it'll need to be edited. I'm not going to release it until I have some art to display. And stuff like that. Just supplementary resources. I'm probably going to include some footage from Baldur's Gate 3. But it just is basic overview of the philosophy of Venture and like how it came to be and all that. And a little bit of money, huh? Oh no, crap, that's the... I have to pay the Pope, even though I'm at war with him. I'm at war with the Pope. And then I've done subclass overviews for all of the warrior subclasses. Which is kind of cool, right? All of the warrior subclasses have been done. They're not mercenary, they're called frontline meat shield. Exactly. See, now you're getting it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we gotta do. For the Roman Republic. But I've kind of come into this kind of creative surge where I got a bunch of ideas of what to do for Venture. I realized that each of the subclass overviews that I've done are about 20 minutes long. A little less than 20 minutes. And I also can do a video that covers like the apps. Hey, white peace! Yes, we're not at war anymore! Yes, we can disband our levies. Alright, so all these countries have truces with us. So I can't remember what the threshold is for a coalition. What's the threshold for a coalition? You guys remember? Is it 30 or 50? Our army morale went up. How many years was it? Oh, I don't even know. I forgot to check. I gotta check what the threshold is, because if it's 50, then we should be good. It's 50. Okay. Coalitions can be created targeting countries with at least 50 antagonism. Other countries can join the coalition if they have diplomatic range to a target and less than -50 opinion and more than 50 antagonism toward the target. Countries cannot join more than one coalition targeting a given country, but can otherwise join multiple coalitions. Countries cannot join coalitions targeting their overlord or subject, a member of their union, or if they are at war with, have a truce with, or have an anti-coalition treaty to the target. Countries that have any of those conditions or have less than 30 antagonism toward the target automatically leave the coalition unless they're at war with the target. Countries can leave on their own unless they're at war with the target. Countries in a coalition gain the coalition casus belli against the target, and all members of the coalition are automatically join any war against the target involving another member. All right, so that is what we've got. That's the conditions for coalition. Seeing as how Hungary has less than 50, Tunis has less than 50, the Ottomans have less than 50. Is there anybody with more than 50? Aragon. Okay. Well, that's kind of fair because I like totally ate into Aragon. So Aragon has a lot of antagonism toward me. Morocco's at 29. Yeah, okay, France has 81. So really, if another coalition forms, it will only be... Okay, I'm sorry, Milan. Okay, a few of these countries can join. The Pope has 477. The Pope hates me. Milan hates me. Frickin' fricker. Time to make a good navy so it goes better next time. Indeed it is. Alright, so... The thing about that is, it's in my queue, my research queue, but it's just going to be a while before I get to 2-deckers. It's going to be number 22. It's going to take a little while. What I need to do now is I need to focus on recovering my economy. My economy's mostly fine. I don't have any inflation. My estates are totally fine. I need to recover my manpower, though. And what I want to do is I want to look at my target for more territory, which I'm kind of looking at the Ottomans, to be honest. As soon as I go after the Ottomans, I'm going to end up pissing off Egypt. And if I piss off Egypt, then I might actually be screwed, because, like, their army is enormous. But we have... Well, actually, we trumped their regulars, so... it won't be so bad. Alright, all these mercenaries here. Let's move these mercenaries to Ravenna. These are not mercenaries, these are the pros. Let's move Legio 2 to Genoa. And Legio 3 we will move to Rome. Now, this navy can't really transport a lot of people. This is what, 50 heavies, 20 galleys, and 20 transport. Time to take the New World. I don't know if I can make it to the New World, guys. The New World, it's kind of... Oh. I don't know if I can make it to the New World, but I really want to take on the Ottomans. Things are going on in my work group chat. It's okay. This morning I tried playing a game called RV There Yet. With Gen. I think it was a little too difficult for me in Gen, but I don't want to play a game that, like, I'm gonna get stressed out about all the time. Like, I think it's a well-made game, but I just don't think it's for me. We're waiting on that Keep Digging version 2 update. Let's get some more brigs. So that's that. You should try Keep Driving. Keep Driving? What? Vehicle-based roguelike game? Oh, roguelike. I don't know. I'm not a roguelike guy. And also, this is only single player. I'm looking for a game that Gen and I can play. Oh, Army Doctrine Law. I like this. I like a large standing army, but I honestly think I would prefer sustained discipline. This seems more Rome to me. Infantry power plus 10%, we get monthly progress toward quality. Let's do that one. In case... So, I don't think I'm gonna do that, Stony. Okay, Gratia Rex. I always forget. Okay, so, yeah, that one's fine. I'll vote for that one. Do I have 10 cardinals? I have 9. I have 9. France has 7. Carbone. Castile has 1. Poland. Dude, I am the most influential. And it makes sense, because, like, I own Rome. I feel like the seat of the Catholic Church should be the most influential. But yeah, I would like, where's the Pope at? Oh, the Pope's all over the place. He's here. Here. The green is the Pope. I would like to take on the Ottoman Empire, and the Ottoman Empire has an ally, which is Tunis. Not bad. See, Tunis is allied with the Ottomans and Morocco, so if I attack Tunis, then I have to fight all 3. But if I attack the Ottomans, I only have to fight 2. Alright, promote integration process. I like this. I also don't like that the Francian Patriots are still progressing. Some of these are automated. Some of these cabinet seats are automated. The only 2 that are not automated is the Francian Patriots and the alleviating concerns. And that's actually how it needs to stay, because the alleviating concerns thing... Crap, hold on. Pause. Okay. The alleviating concerns thing... Not good. Let's get, I don't even know, dude. The Casus Belli. Like, I'm thinking about Casus Belli. We have the Destroy Enemy, which we could use. I think the Parliament-approved claims on province is, like, the same as this. I want to know when we get the Imperialism Casus Belli. And it might be age 6. But I have to figure that out. Military subjects minus 30. War score cost minus 20. But I need to figure out where imperialism is. I don't know when you get it. Maybe I can look it up on the wiki. Warfare. Imperialism. Can be created in the Age of Revolutions by independent kingdoms and empires. Okay. Now, see, so why does it not say this? This is not okay. It doesn't say anything about this. Superior firepower. What is this? Superior. Oh, that's my current research. Okay. Market prices, government reforms. But it does not say anywhere that I get the Imperialism CB. We're about 33 years away from the Imperialism CB. And the Nationalism CB. I mean, I'm assuming that's the same. I mean, that's the same. We got forts here. I gotta make sure these are tip-top shape. Good. All these are level 4 forts. in Gallipoli, and also Nicomedia needs a good fort, right? We want to upgrade that. How about the fort in Constantinople? We got the Theodosian walls. That's what I'm talking about. We got the Theodosian walls there. Okay, so the clergy are going to be pissed off at me, but we gained some money. What did the clergy need earthly possessions for? Or we can gain 7 stability. The patricians get upset, and they're already kind of upset. Yeah, no, let's do that. Are there any... Okay, hiring mercenaries. Yeah, there's a little bit of money that we're... Okay, I would like to build, like, let's see. Training fields we can upgrade to regimental camps, right? I want to mass upgrade those. Why? It can only be a maximum of 1. Right? Those don't have available peasants, but that's okay. They'll populate, eventually. Alright, let's upgrade to modern roads, right? We're going to spend a little bit of money. We could gain some extra money in taxes. But the thing about this is, I don't think we really need the extra money in taxes. Like, we could request it. Let's just request additional taxes. Do it. Watch this. 2,200 ducats a month. Boom. Those are the extra parliament-approved tax. Look, the burghers are taxed at 81%. They're just so happy. And I could theoretically tax them more. The commoners are taxed at 78%. The clergy, I cannot tax. And that's why they're so happy with me all the time. And the patricians I can tax at only 21%. Theoretically, the maximum tax is 77%, but their loyalty equilibrium is too low. So... Okay. Alright, now that that war is over, we can elect a different leader, right? Let's choose this guy. This guy's alright. Alright, I am building more ships here. I'm good on that. Let's get some more carracks, I guess. 20 more? That would be 50 more. I already have 40, so let's just get 60 more. And then we'll have 100 heavies. And that's still, like, not even, like, enough. Like, because our heavies are inferior to the Ottoman heavies. Greece. Yeah, let's form Greece. We lose a little bit of stability. We are just trying to grease these nuts. Actually, please don't. Okay, thoughts and prayers. Alright. Artillery power goes up. Still doing our best to research all that stuff. We're gonna get wagon trains pretty soon, which is good for... those will be very good for supplies, right? Because we do have some auxiliaries. We got 15 baggage trains. Oh, yes, please. Use some money for more research progress. Yeah, that's good. We need that. Still building regimental camps. I need to. I need the extra manpower. Especially for when we get better troops, because I don't know... Integrate area is going to be really good. Economic policy, yeah, that's definitely going to be good. Minting office. Alright, yeah, 26. Oh, Aragon's joined a coalition against Italy. And so it begins. So where's the next troops? Did I already get all of them? Except for the wagon trains? I didn't get the cavalry. I got the mortars. And I got the musketeers. Okay, that's this ages thing. And I've got the infantry power, the discipline, right? Alright. I like, so this app called Dalio, I've been using this app since 2018. And, I've been using this app since 2018, and this app, it's called Dalio, and it helps you track your mood, like, over the course of the day. And, gosh, 8 years, huh? And, I was, like, thinking about just, like, not using it anymore, because I don't really need it for the purpose that I originally got it. I kind of got it originally to prove to myself that I wasn't crazy. But they added this new feature, and I think that it's actually quite good. The new feature allows you to not only track your mood, but it lets you track your energy and stress levels, which is pretty cool, because I'll be able to track, like, differences in over time. Because I don't really need to track my mood these days, because my mood's fine. It's pretty stable. Back in 2018, it was not stable. Right? It was very much not stable. Good now, though. Alright. Let's see here. So now we're going to be gaining a lot more manpower as time goes on. We've got very low control. What's going on here? Alright. So, let's see if we can build a road, because, like, we have to, like, just build it along the coast, right? Yeah, just construct a road like that. And that just, okay, so that connects that area. But still, the issue is that these areas are not getting proximity, and I don't really know what to do about that. Except for getting, where is it? Where is it? This tech right here, proximity speed plus 10%. It's that, and then it's also getting the railroad in the Age of Revolutions, because railroad is by far the best railroad. It is minus 35 proximity cost, and that's definitely going to very much help. Movement cost minus 80%. So we definitely need that. And then if you get postal service, I think postal service actually comes from the diplomatic focus in this age. But if you get postal service, then it reduces proximity cost by another, like, 2 or 3. Like, if there's a road. And, like, proximity cost starts at 50, right? And so, yeah. Very cool. Alright, levies are recovering. I finished integrating Barcelona. Still integrating a little bit over here in Iberia. I would love to be able to go to war with Aragon again. But the fact is, we need to attack some people that are... Okay, the Pope joined a coalition against me. Here we go. Here we go, guys. I don't want to... I really don't want to go through this again. What's the maintenance cost of this? I need to know what the maintenance cost of this is. Okay, 346 ducats a month, which is a lot, but we can definitely afford it. I'm making a 4th Legion. I'm making it a 4th. I've got to do it. I've got to make a 4th Legion. I really need to deter these jokers. Why are we all gathering in Rome? Why are we all gathering... What? Why are we all gathering in Rome like this? What's going on? I have to split these guys in 2. Alright. Well, apparently I could upgrade some guys, but... Yeah, we're splitting these guys. Legio 3. Alright, that's Legio 3. This is going to be Legio 4. Okay. So, I actually want the pros to be the one that I control, for the most part. For these guys to Pisa. Good. Number 6. Normal power. Weirdly. Very strange to me. I am definitely a world power. But whatever. Alright, let's send these guys to Constantinople. And then... I'm gonna decide what I want from the Ottomans. Okay, so obviously I don't want this territory up here. It would be kind of cool to be able to have all this territory right next to Hungary, but... Oh, and if I take land over here, it's gonna piss off Egypt, right? So... That's a tough one. Also, the Catalan Patriots are not liking me. Peruzzi is in the coalition against Italy. Oh, yeah. Can I destroy you? Peruzzi, I could just destroy you. I could just destroy the bank. You're gone. Let's go to building-based nations. Right, because you have this bank right here. And I don't like you. It says we can't destroy another country's buildings, but... Alright, you're not headquartered in Italy. I like that one. Oh no. Come on, guys, please. Let's not do this. Was it Bardi? Yeah, the Bank of Bardi. So what is this? Like, how am I supposed to get rid of these banks? What is better? Fiefdom or vassal? I need to know. Fiefdom is better. Fiefdom you have more direct control over. I guess if you don't want the direct control, if you want to go more decentralized, then vassal could serve your purposes better. And also, I think fiefdoms are only available to monarchies. Yeah, fiefdoms are only available to monarchies. How am I able to... Can I build trade company headquarters? I've never done a trade company. I can do trade offices. Oh man, I missed the conclusion of that crazy... It wasn't crazy, or the conclusion wasn't crazy. The war was. But, The conclusion of the war was really just that Tunis offered white peace. They got tired of fighting me and they offered white peace. But welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome, Jen. Also, we're a great power now. We're number 5. Very good. Military tactics. That one. Alright, so the pros. I mean, ideally, I would really like to be able to, like, crush Austria and Upper Bavaria and all that. And, like, alone, I could definitely take them on. But the problem is that when I attack them, I have to deal with Aragon, Bardi, Bern, France, Lippe, Medici, Milan, Monte dei Paschi, the Papal States, Peruzzi, Hungary, Lower Bavaria, Schleswig, the Netherlands, Rhine, and Austria wouldn't join. So there's that, but... And that's the issue. That's the issue, is I can't just attack Upper Bavaria. So if I put some as fiefdoms, does my heirs get the territory as an annexation? That I don't know. I can't remember exactly what the difference is between a fiefdom and a vassal, but I know that fiefdom, you have more direct control over it because literally your ruler rules over it. It doesn't have its own ruler. A vassal actually has a different ruler than your country's ruler. So I don't think you inherit it though when your ruler dies. I don't think you just annex it automatically. I think that would be I think that's a viceroyalty, right? Or a viceroyalty would be like there's a different viceroy, and then when they die, then you get it back, right? All right, so this is the Great Frost. It's just a 2-year period where we get very, very little food. We lose 25 stability in the Great Frost. Plus 50% army navy tradition. Population growth goes down by 2%. Food production, wheat output, maize output, and rice output all go down by 100%. So we just have to survive for 2 years producing very, very little food, right? So that's the food thing, but the food productivity. Egypt is still good. Europe is not so good. Right, because harsh winters of the Little Ice Age, and also Great Frost, minus 89%. See that? Sucks. This is still positive, though. Food development is... Oh. That's interesting. Development increases food production. I didn't know that. Suppose it makes some kind of sense. Also, our income is very, very low right now. But that is okay. Because we will eventually get the economic theory, or economic policy, which we can do as embrace the economic theory. I always love this one. In EU4 and EU5, it's so good. The monthly inflation minus 0.05 is very good because it just is extra money, right? It's just free minting that you can do. And then when you do get the inflation, when you have to mint more in times of emergency and you have to get the more money, it's a lot easier to bring that inflation down when you are finished with the emergency. And of course, there are other good ones like the Lockean Proviso. I know I'm probably mispronouncing it, but that's all right. That one's good, right? Monthly development. Pretty good, but... And war economy also is kind of good. But I like embrace the economic theory. A soft answer turneth away wrath. That is in Proverbs, actually. Our faith gives us peace and security, so we have no need to oppress others. Even those in the darkest depths of heretical beliefs can see how respect for all humankind is encouraged by God. We shall be one nation. Oh, sweet. Oh, a whole bunch of other people... people of other religions are actually becoming Catholic. That's pretty cool. We're also assimilating Thessaly, I guess. I don't know if that's a great thing to do, but I'm going to let him cook, alright? I'm going to let him cook. I got a legion over here, and I think probably 2 legions is good to have over in the Ottomans. Because they have a total army size of 150,000, including their levies. I would have 80,000 with 2 legions. You know what? Let's bring a 3rd legion over here. Let's just do 3 legions, because that's just gonna make me feel a lot better. It's gonna be what? Like 135,000 troops, and they're all regulars. That's not even counting levies. So, still allied with Tunis. And we are the cultural hegemon. I am very happy about. The cultural hegemon. See, we are actually, if we could form an empire, we would not be that far off from forming Rome. We would just need a lot more locations. They're very difficult, but... Okay, we still have 23, and we have, what, 27, 28 years until the next age? Alright, I think I can probably make it through this queue before the next age begins. And we don't actually have to make it through the entire queue before the next age begins. We just need to make it through before the next institution gets to where we can embrace it, right? So, I think we probably have enough time to make it through this queue. And we're about to get Starfort, which we will then put in Constantinople, Gallipoli, and all these locations, because we're about to go to war with the Ottomans. Why is Bohemia so big? They're powerful. Oh, Catalan Patriots. Well, frickin' fricker. Alright, this is Legio 4. Let's take these guys over here. Take them to Barcelona. Catalonia. How silly. Help me out, Castile. Help me out, buddy. Hey. Hey, can Bohemia join an alliance? If we weren't at war, they'd be really close. If we were not at war, Bohemia would actually be really close to an alliance with us. And I think they hate Austria, too. And they have a coalition against them. Ooh. Take that. The research progress. Still got 98. Did France join the coalition? Alright. Yeah, anytime Castile proposes that I vote with them on a Curia thing, I'm just gonna accept it, because I want to keep Castile as an ally. I don't want another coalition war, guys. I just can't take it, okay? Also, I need to probably expand my regimental camp infrastructure. Demand for a new monastery. Good, good, good. It would be really nice if we could get extra manpower from this, but... and then also... As far as that goes, let's build bridges. You know, I kind of forgot about bridges. Not many we can buy, but we can build some. We're gonna freaking need them. Okay, this is their national capital. We can definitely just go siege this down. I feel Bohemia is always big in EU5, every playthrough I've seen anyway. It makes sense. I mean, they do start powerful, and you know, in the Holy Roman Empire, they don't really face a lot of external threats to the Holy Roman Empire, because, like, France doesn't necessarily want to touch that land. Also, they're all around, like, same religion and similar culture. It's like similar culture groups, right? So, culture groups. German. Oh, well, okay, never mind. Bohemia, German, and Slavic. I was wrong. Oh, I've already taken this. Castile's helping me out. Look at that. Alright, well, I'm about to just win this war, then. I'm about to just win this war. Boom. Mine. Oh, and there's some territory over there, but... Alright, so we annexed them. This is not an issue. You know what would be really cool, actually, is if we could take 3 legions over here... Let's build some forts, by the way. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with danger. I'm just not, okay? Famous quote I always really liked. I think this was Cicero? Not 100% sure of that. But famous quote, "If needs be, we must die. Let us go out and meet the danger." I love it. Alright, where's my navy? It's there. Doesn't need to be there. That's okay. Let's take 1 guy to Carthage, 1 legion to Carthage, which I think is Legion 3. No longer a great power. Frickin' fricker. If I were an empire, this would not be an issue. See, this way we can have 3 legions here, which I think is probably suitable to defeat the Ottoman army. They only have 46,000 regulars. Their levy armies are not going to be nearly as powerful as our regulars. And then it's also enough to fight the Tunisian army, which is, what, 83,000 troops? And only 14,000 of which are regulars. So they have a much, much smaller regular army. And then we don't even have to worry about their navy, because the Ottomans plus Tunis have a very powerful combined naval force. Oh, crap. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a call. Okay, I'm back. That was my boss. We're good. We're good, but I'm going to let you know, guys, right now. On the 31st, I got to work an overnight shift. Ugh, it pisses me off. But he promised it's a one-off. Right? That's all I can do. Okay, if it's a one-off, I can deal with it. If I'm working until like 6 in the morning... Oh, gosh. I don't like the overnight shifts. I don't like them. Alright, oh, we finished a weapon. Kind of cool. Alright, so this is... I don't really care about this. I actually really don't have an opinion on this. I'll just vote for it. We can only call for a crusade against Egypt. I mean, I would take Jerusalem. Kind of cool. Have Jerusalem. But I think attacking the Ottoman Empire is probably what we want to do. Do we still have the parliament-approved taxes? Actually, we don't. And we actually don't even have the Great Frost anymore. I mean, that's already done. So our economy is actually okay right now. And it's going to get even better when we get the proximity speed plus 10%. I'm kind of confused as to the difference between proximity speed and proximity cost. Let me see. So the proximity cost without infrastructure is 40, right? And modern road reduces it by 30. So it's 10. Proximity speed is 108%. I don't understand what that does, though. I don't get it. Maybe what that is it's reducing... No, because, like, the proximity cost is 10, and then it's reduced again. Dude, I don't get proximity speed. Let me just, you know what? There's Europedia here. Let's look at proximity, all right? The proximity of a location measures how close it is to the capital of its owner, and it determines how much control locations can have. Proximity starts at 100% in the capital of every country and jumps to nearby locations, giving them proximity. Some proximity is lost with every subsequent jump, depending on the terrain and the infrastructure present in the location. The proximity that is lost in jumping from one location to the next is called proximity cost. I knew that. Okay, I did know that. The proximity cost between locations varies greatly with topography and vegetation. On land, it can be reduced by building roads, increasing development, and the land societal value. On sea, it can be reduced by harbor capacity, maritime presence, and the naval societal value. Okay, I understood all of that. I don't understand proximity speed. I wonder if I can look this up on the wiki. I need to know what this does, because I just don't understand it. So it is gained through centralization. This impacts how quickly proximity moves between locations in a country. See, that tells me nothing. Proximity speed tells me nothing. How quickly... See, that's what we just read. How quickly proximity moves. I don't get it. If somebody could explain this to me, that would be amazing. Because I don't get it. Why do I want to have quicker proximity? I don't get it. Like, am I getting to preserve more of the proximity? Because it feels like that's... Like, if it's just getting to preserve more of the proximity, then it feels like it is redundant. With proximity cost. So weird. I really don't get it. Why is this reduced? Average satisfaction. Town location rank. Okay, so if I upgrade this... Oh, this is chili. I didn't realize I was producing chili here, but... Yeah, I don't get that. If somebody could enlighten me, I would very much appreciate that. Let's get temples built. Can we get some temples? Oh, yeah, we can definitely build some temples, huh? How about cathedrals? Because cathedrals are good, right? Local pop conversion speed. They're pretty expensive, but we can build some. And then monasteries. We get Orthodox monasteries, which cost religious influence. And we got regular monasteries, which cost money. Gonna build a bunch. Oh my gosh, dude, we built so many. Oh my gosh, dude, look at all the monasteries we just built. But we need that. We need to be able to convert our population, right? So... Right, Aragon is still at 91. France is at 46. I think they leave automatically if they get to 30. Upper Bavaria is never leaving that coalition. The Pope is never leaving that coalition. Milan is definitely never leaving that coalition. Not gonna happen, brother man. I do want to recover my manpower. We're recovering manpower so slowly. What the heck? Regimental camp. I just spent tens of thousands of ducats on that. I'm building dude, I'm like doubling them. Okay, this should help. If we can get all of these staffed, this would, because everyone gives you 20, right? Yeah, everyone gives you 20, which means that would be 1,800 manpower a month if we can get all of these staffed. That would be enough manpower. We'd definitely be able to... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Guys, I can't take it. My legions are all outside of Italy. Let's take Legion 3. Let's hope that my navy is, like, big enough to ward off the French. Well, okay, to be fair, the French don't really have a navy, so I probably can. Alright, let's take at least one legion there. I do want to actually fight France and take a bunch of France's land. And especially because in tearing down France, I also get to build up myself. I was gonna say, I thought they were higher ranked than me, but they're actually lower. That's okay. I like that. I love being so insanely influential that, like, whatever I vote for passes. I'm not offering Milan military access. No. You can go kick rocks. Not doing it, buddy. Muscovy. Muscovy exists! Muscovy actually exists! I love it! That's funny. Are they an OPM? OLM, one location minor. They are. That's so freaking funny, dude. Alright, let's send these guys... Excuse me? Oh, this is a fort here that I have to take. Alright, shipbuilding speed. Well, this will help us rebuild our navy for all the times that we just lose everything. Okay. Purge these guys. Very good. Alright, knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is power. I definitely want that that stuff. Because proximity speed, I know that's going to help. I'm kind of unsure as to how much it would really help at this stage. But, you know. Let's take this provincial capital here. North Holland, sure, you can have military access. I'm not giving it to Milan. How the relationships in the campaign can change. See, I feel like with our current level of artillery, I feel like we could take these guys. I feel like we could take an assault. But we're gaining manpower far too slowly for me to risk that. Because, you know, we can risk it, and then for the biscuit. And, ooh, the Teutons? That's cool. Also, I just got a response from the artist that I was working with, or that I'm trying to work with. My apologies for the delayed reply. I just saw the message. I will take a proper look at everything and respond to you correctly tomorrow morning with the details. Thank you so much. Oh, very good, very good. Yes, I'm glad I don't have a deadline for any of this art. But I'm glad to get a response. And I think you guys are gonna like when I start going through some of the subclasses. I've definitely, since I've gone through them, I've rebalanced them to a certain degree. Let's lose the antagonism. I don't want to get another huge coalition. I got like post-coalition stress disorder. PDSD. Or sorry, that's PCSD. Okay. Get building speed plus 20%. Integrate area will definitely help. These areas are actually getting proximity. Interestingly. Girona. Does this have a proper fort? Not fort. It does. It has a grand shipyard here, so. And the... Oh. And I can't even build a grand shipyard. This is left over from Aragon. That's how far behind I am. Oh, well. Excuse me? That's mine. It's mine. I don't think you understand how this works, buddy. Wow, that's a lot. They get 20 army tradition from that. And they gain 24 experience. Okay. Of course, they lost prestige. Okay, I get this. I get it. And that was French regulars. Dude, my armies are unstoppable. My armies are actually unstoppable. I think I've actually pursued a very wise path as far as the military goes, because our armies just can't be beaten on the battlefield. We just need to have the economy that can support such a large army. That's what we need to make sure of. Because the economy that can support not only the army, but also the manpower buildings that we need to have. You see, I don't care for this. I don't care for these sly dog tactics, France. I don't care for that. I'm not alright with it. Just lose a battle and immediately go take the provincial capital. I got my private campaign as Eastern Rome going, and but that game was a game where everyone started as one location, and that was fun. I started with only Constantinople, and at this stage in that campaign, I own Rome and I own half of the whole eastern half of the Mediterranean. Of course, I'm still like, what, 600 locations or something like that. Like, I'm not even close to the Roman Empire. I don't know how you're supposed to form the Roman Empire in the course of the campaign. I almost feel like they're going to have to make conquering a little bit easier, maybe reduce base antagonism or what have you, but forming the Roman empires were like ridiculously difficult. I don't know if I see it happening in this campaign. I'm going to work toward it. We got like 120 years. I'm not sure it's going to happen. Because it's taken us, what, 300 or 400 years almost to get to this stage. Of course, we did just start as just tiny little Florence, and, you know, now we do own quite a bit of the central Mediterranean. Nevertheless, frickin' fricker. You see, France, this is what I'm talking about. This is not okay. It's not alright. I gotta teach him a lesson. Stop it with this. It's not okay for you to do. Who told you that was okay? Funny thing is, I'm just helping Castile. This war's not even for me. Tellus? Who's Tellus? Here? I don't care about Tellus. But to conquer Tellus, they lose opinion of me. Who cares? Oh, another fight in which I won. And I just ransom out the troops only because I don't want the antagonism. I'm going incredibly light on France right now. I'm sending a single legion. This very much encourages me for how our war is going to go when we attack the Ottomans and have to deal with the Ottomans in Tunis. This very much encourages me. Because, like, institution-wise, like, they're pretty much caught up. The Ottomans is actually not really caught up. And not fully, but... And keep in mind, also, that it's not only about the... They're up to date, dude. They're freaking up to date. But it isn't only about the institutions, it's also about what they've already researched. But Tunis is up to date, so... oh, the Palatinate. Hey, what? 1,200 ducats? I'm not gonna turn down 1,200 ducats. Pretty good. 3 times what other people are paying, right? Alright, proximity speed. Now, how's this gonna affect it? I really gotta see this. Now, what is this? Okay. Proximity speed is 110% now. Forget measuring the world? Well, plus 110%. Okay, you know what? I kind of get this. It is sort of redundant with proximity cost. What this is, so you can see that the segment cost from Rome to Velletri is just one location over. I'm gonna show you guys. I think I understand this now. So the cost is 4.74 because what happens is you start with 40, you bring it down to 10 because of the modern road between the two locations. So 10. And then the speed is going to reduce that even more. All right? I don't like that it's measured like that. Oh, that's because I don't like that it's measured like that. Cuz if you're going 110% faster, then you're going to get there in less than half the time, right? If you're going 30 miles an hour for 30 miles, you're going to get there in an hour, right? If you're going 70 miles an hour, then you're going to get there in less than a half an hour, right? So, and that's basically what this is, because I have 110%. So, instead of getting there in 10 proximity, because the proximity speed is buffed by over 100%, now it's getting there with less than 5, because it's over 100% faster. So that's, I wish that was properly explained. It is not properly explained. It's sort of just left to me to figure it out. But I did figure it out, all right, not to worry. And I can see the benefit there, but it's not so good. Not so good. And this is like it's showing you the proximity cost and everything like that. Oh my gosh, dude. You have to roll over it just to see it. 90% development centralization. All right, I see what they're doing there. I get it. but I don't like it. I don't like that it's measured by speed and not just cost, because it's like, it's such a weird... It's just such a weird thing, right? I wonder if we can upgrade any more roads. I kind of doubt it, but we've basically done... Yeah, we've basically done all of it. Oh, we can build that one. Versailles. I'm fighting Narbonne also? Alright. Take them. Okay, and all of those regimental camps that we built are starting to get staffed, so we're making a lot more manpower. Very good. Very happy about that. Into integrate area. How many texts do we have here? 18, and we have, what, 24 years until the next age, so we're probably going to be fine as far as this goes. How excited are you guys for Crimson Desert? I'm kind of excited to play it next week. I've heard they use De Novo, the anti-cheat. I don't know if that affects my ability to, well, let me open Steam. I don't know if that's going to affect my ability to play it on Linux. It says unknown whether it's Steam Deck supported or not. No, I can just get a refund if it doesn't run, but not my style of game, but it's a type I prefer watching rather than playing. Fair enough. And I do plan on streaming it next Thursday, or next Friday, I'm sorry. I have no idea what it's going to be like. I'm sort of going in blind. But the stuff that I've seen of it looks pretty fun. So, and I think that it would be pretty cool to be able to show it off, because I know it's an expensive game, and with expensive games, what a lot of people like to do is they like to watch somebody else play it to see if it's worth buying. Or sometimes people don't plan on buying it, and they still want to see it played. So I would like to do that. I would like to play it for you guys. What's going on with this? They're assaulting the forts. I'm not okay with it. They're assaulting the fort, and they're refilling the garrison. What is this? No, but probably what I'll do is I'll probably just go ahead and buy the deluxe edition. Right? Is there a pre-purchase bonus? Oh, there is. Yeah, there's a shield. I'm not gonna tell you guys to pre-order it. I'm not gonna tell you guys to buy the deluxe edition or even to buy the game. But basically, my idea is I'll try it and I'll stream it so you guys can see. Global release times is gonna be 6 p.m. on the 19th. That's Thursday. I work that day, so it doesn't matter. I'll be able to play it a little bit when I get home. And you can preload it on the 17th, so it'll be fully installed. I don't know how much space it's gonna take up, but I do have a pretty good SSD on my computer. I do have a pretty good SSD on my computer because I got it like before the prices surged, right? I thought about also playing Solasta 2. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Solasta 2. But I played the first game, Solasta Crown of the Magister. And, like, I'm sorry, but I didn't like it when Solasta did this. I didn't like how, Elden Ring did this. When you're creating your character... Alright, why do you have body type A and B? I'm sorry. It just... It's just, you know they're doing it because, like, they want to make a statement, alright? And... It's like, why? Okay, like, it would make sense if you have body type 1, 2, 3, and 4, like, as in you want, like... a muscular guy, or a skinny guy, or a fat guy, or a muscular woman, a skinny woman, or a fat woman, right? It would make sense to have multiple body types like that and just number them rather than saying male or female. That's not what they're doing. It's like, I honestly don't care. I just wish instead it was a fully customizable body with sliders. Well, and to be fair, Elden Ring does that stuff. Like, Elden Ring is, like, your character is fully customizable. But, like, and I used to not really care so much about it, but it's like when, like, they go out of their way to make that kind of statement, it's like, it's weird. You're getting weird with it. And they did that in Solasta 1, and I kind of overlooked it, and I said, okay, well, it's a D&D game. I really want to play D&D, so I'll just, you know, what is it, hold my nose and get through character creation. People are saying character creation doesn't even, like, feel fun because, like, none of the faces even look good. Like, they all look the same, and they all look ugly, and it's like, come on. You know, like, I can't even make a character that looks good. I get that I'm just trying to roll dice and also, and all that stuff, but it's like, it's a role-playing game. Let me play as a muscular-looking He-Man guy, right? Or, like, I want to play as Nyako. Nyako is, like, a muscular, big, black guy, alright? That's my character of choice. I want my character to be handsome. I mean, that's the fact. Now, I mean, not everybody's gonna care about that. If you don't care about it, go ahead and play it. But for me, it just feels weird. And now, Solasta 2 is in early access. It just launched to early access. So, and there is kind of a lot of backlash on the store page about it. I'm more annoyed at historical drama or documentaries that minoritify everything. That I also totally agree with. You're, like, changing actual history. Like, if you're gonna tell a historical story, keep it historical. Black Julius Caesar, Black Henry VIII. Yeah, exactly. If it's like, when it's something like The Little Mermaid, I really don't care. Mermaids don't even exist, okay? And I get it that the character of Ariel was originally white, and then they made her black in the new movie. That's something I kind of roll my eyes at and say, okay, well, whatever. You know, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. But when it comes to actual historical figures, I really don't appreciate that. It goes both ways. I want an Asian to play Genghis Khan. Exactly. Yes, 100%. I want an Asian to play Genghis Khan, not some white guy. Nor would I want an Asian to play, like, Mansa Musa. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I don't want Ryan Gosling to play as Shaka Zulu, right? And I don't think anybody does. Like, that might be kind of funny, but I wouldn't want that. Like... All right, let's get some additional taxes. I mean, might as well get some extra money, right? Yeah. Now that definitely goes both ways. I'm very much in agreement with that. Maybe as like a comedy, but yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Because that would be funny. And if you're doing a comedy and you have Black Julius Caesar, then I don't really care. But Ryan Gosling and shotgun does sound hilarious. The more I think about it, the more it sounds funny. But like, if you're trying to make a historical documentary, a historical game, a historical movie, make it accurate. Like, gosh, dang. That's totally fine. Black Julius Caesar in a comedy, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Some people get upset about Black Santa Claus. I don't care about Black Santa Claus. I really do not care about Black Santa Claus. Not even a little bit. Okay. Wow, I'm trouncing France, dude. I'm just destroying France. They have, like, no army right now. Alright, instead of losing the antagonism and gaining a very trivial amount of money, I'm just gonna send these guys back. They'll die off naturally. Historical drama / documentaries about the accuracy for me, like even Vikings with horned helmets or other inaccuracies really annoy me. Yeah, they also annoy me. If I'm going for something historically accurate, then like be historically accurate about it. For example, if you're gonna have something about ancient Rome, like for example in the days of like Caligula, for example, there's something that probably a lot of Roman Empire stuff would not depict. Of course, I haven't seen a whole lot of Roman Empire like media, but a lot of emperors during that time would would take like a young boy and like, let's make this in a family-friendly way. They would have their way with them whenever they wanted, like as a slave. And that's terrible, but also that's historically accurate. And I don't know if that's really mentioned in Roman Empire media. But it's like, if you want to portray history, you must just tell the truth about history. Genghis Khan came from Mongolia, alright? Rarely, yes. That makes sense. I mean, and it makes sense because it's, like, not something that is, like, really family-friendly. Okay, fair. But at the same time, like, if you're trying to be historically accurate, you need to talk about it. And also, like, there's a reason why 1/4 of the world's population can trace their ancestry back to Genghis Khan, okay? Like, we need to talk about what he was doing when he conquered those places. Alright, let's take that provincial capital. It's here? No, it's not here. It's here. Roads. Oh, Ethereum is above $2,100. Usually what I'll do is every week I'll buy a little Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. Usually every week what I'll do is I'll buy a little Bitcoin. But this time I decided to just expand my Ethereum a little bit instead of my Bitcoin. I haven't bought Ethereum in a long time. Alright, we got economic policy. This is very, very good. I love the embrace the economic theory, economic policy. That's just going to be extra money for no reason. Actually, even some Korean historical drama annoys me when they make the Japanese comically evil Imjin war drama or Korean independence talk. And that makes sense. That makes sense. And yeah, I'm in agreement. You know, I actually like it because, so Jen was telling me about old Korean dramas, like, that were based in Joseon. They would actually speak using Joseon Korean, like the old way of speaking Korean. And, but nowadays they speak modern Korean. And see, oh, the Little Ice Age is over, by the way. And that actually surprised me, and I was like, I think they should speak the Chosun version of Korean. I watched those dramas from the 1980s and 90s. There you go. I think they should speak, I mean, like, if it's supposed to be accurate, right? If you want to make it accurate, then freaking make it accurate. Alright, I'm gonna start losing inflation, but I don't want to really raise up the minting until it's, like, fully ready. Also, I'm gonna be able to, like, separate peace from this war. This is, like... This is funny. This is actually funny. Narbonnaise? Hold on. Pause. As someone who did not go through the Korean education system, lots of words I don't know in those dramas. And it makes sense. But you know what? It educates people, because it's like, oh my gosh, this is a really good drama. I want to learn what they're saying, so let me brush up on my Korean, right? Let me learn more about some old Korean words, and it educates people. I think historically accurate stuff should be intended to educate. And we don't do anybody any favors when we don't depict it accurately. So this is actually so good. I'm actually going to be able to take some land from France, remove their connection to the Mediterranean, as soon as I could just get... Oh crap, that's my individual war score. Well, never freaking mind, dude. I thought this was my individual war score, which is 9. My individual war score is 3.8. Maybe I won't be able to do that. Unless I want to go ham-bone. If I want to go ham-bone, then I might be able to. I want to kind of snake my way up to Paris. Shoot, may as well. Go for it. If this is all we're doing right now. Let me get another legion then. Let's get another legion. Bring him over to this. We got one to back him up. I mean, they don't even really have... They have so small of an army. They got some regulars. They probably are replenishing their manpower, but... And you can see how much manpower I'm gaining now, because those regimental camps are finishing. Jen was saying maybe we should wait to release the Venture videos until after she moves here. That way I can work more closely with her on the editing of it, which I'm not totally opposed to. I think it's probably fine to wait for that. I mean, ideally she'll be able to move here in, a few months, maybe this summer. I need Jen to move here. Need it to happen. Okay, peace. Castile. Okay, hold on. Okay, somebody else white peace, but it wasn't France. I don't know who it was. Because I was like, look, Castile, you're winning the freaking war. Why would you white peace? Alright, let's send these guys over here. We can merge the navies. Alright, let's send these guys up. Start taking provincial capitals and whatnot. Alright, let's not take that because that requires a siege. I just want to snake my way up to Paris. I'm going to step away for a bit. Late dinner time. No problem. I totally understand. Totally understand, my friend. Yeah, but I do want to do a Venture video that shows off the apps that I have for Venture. I think it would be really cool just to show off the initiative tracker. Okay, that's going to be a fort we're going to have to take. It's going to be 2 forts we got to take. Ugh. Alright, let's just hold firm right here for now, and then when these guys take this fort, then we'll send them here, and then we'll send these guys over here to take this one so that we don't lose the provincial capital here. That'll cut us off. Yeah, we don't want that. 5.5. If I get to 10 war score individually with France, I'm just taking my stuff and leaving. Like, Castile, you can deal with France by yourself. Okay, hold on. How did you get so many levies, dude? What happened there? Oh, also, they only have arquebusiers. Their regulars are like a step behind. Sucks for them. Sucks for them. Frickin' fricker. But I want to show off the apps for Venture. I want to show off all the subclasses. I want to go over the feats, the backgrounds, spell lists, right? From universal spells to and when we go over the spell lists, I'll actually be able to pull up the app that shows the spells. Kinda cool. This is not adjacent to a fort, so let's go ahead and take this provincial capital. Alright, I think our economy is like getting way on track. I think we are really, really well prepared here. I just don't want Castile to peace out before I get what I want. That's the issue. I need to be able to get what I want. And I'm at almost 6 individual war score. I need to be able to get up to, 10. Once I get to 10, we'll be good. Should be able to do this pretty well. Near court, dude. Such a good... It's such a good, yeah, by picking military abilities, dude. It's such a good ability to have. Offense is the only option. Yes. Offensive. Lower the siege phases. Time of the siege phases. Big, huge garrisons in these forts. That's totally fine. We'll siege them down. I'll respond to this message. I'm glad I got a response from that artist. I really hope this turns out well. I'm gonna use that art everywhere I can if it's good. So that's their army right there. That's actually their regular army, which I'm not at all afraid of. Oh, and we already won one of these sieges too. Look at this! The same console, dude! The same freaking console, who is now 57 years old, but he's a 191.67. He's an insanely good console, and he was the console during the freaking coalition war, and we just kept re-electing him, and now here we are in another huge war, and we just keep re-electing him. That's freaking funny, dude. Just funny. I don't care who you are. Vichy? Ah, Vichy, France. Send these guys back to Marseille or wherever they came. Reduce. Is that a regular army? Good. Well, okay. See, look. You guys think you're slick. You're not gonna... You can't beat me. Right? You can't beat me. And I took that fort. I'm gonna take this, actually, I'm not gonna take that provincial capital. I'm just gonna go over here to this fort. I'm trying to get up to Paris. Surely they must be able to see that. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. Stop calling me Shirley. Yeah. So annoying, dude. I gotta take these guys back to my home territory because I have to let them reinforce. There's no way they can beat that army. Only a very well-coordinated assault, but the thing is, like I said, their regulars, France's regulars are a step behind mine. They're arquebusiers. I have musketeers. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a fight. We won. Stack wipe. Boom. We won. Not a stack wipe, but we won very handily. Okay, Okay, that is plateau, so it's like -1, or it's a... Yeah, it's a 1 penalty in combat, and it's grasslands. Okay, Republican tradition. Fortunately, we are low on Republican tradition. It's costing us money. Ah, yes, and now, after we win that huge battle, we can increase our minting, because we have embraced the economic theory. Yeah, I don't want to take that, because we have to take another fort in order to hold it. Oh, yep, see? They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They know it's a huge risk. Boom. These guys are risking. Boom. Not a stack wipe quite, but I did take very few prisoners. Oh. Okay, they're trying to siege me. Go up to Donzi and siege also Bourges. We're getting closer to Paris, guys. Just maybe like 4 more forts to siege. Also, we got furniture manufactories just now. Oh, this is just in the Genoa market. Let's just upgrade a bunch. Upgrade all of them. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna let them sit on that fort and siege me. I don't care. What's my individual war score? Not 10 yet. I think it'll go up to 10 if we can take Paris. I'm snaking my way up toward Paris. Take it. Take Paris, guys. Ah, jeez. And we're at negative 57 right there. I do have... I do have 2 more legions that I could bring over here. I could take a guy over here. Right? I just execute all these guys. 5 antagonism. I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. I want to continue alleviating concerns. I'm at 9.3, guys. 9.3. And I just won a siege of a fort. Once this legion gets over here, I'll take this battle, I'll reinforce, and I'll swap out with this one so that this one can reinforce. Now, we want to move up to Orleans. Can I move? I can. I can just move there right now. We're gonna do this, guys. And we still have plenty of food and everything. Look, we just took this. I'm gonna take this provincial capital. Well, actually, that's not really any use. That kind of sucks, though. You know what? I could just go... I have to take that fort at least. I can't go to Paris yet. Oh, that fort. Okay, so, alright. Okay, one extra fort than I thought we were gonna have to take, but that's alright. We'll just do it. We have another legion on the way, and their bigger army left that siege of our fort, so... Ah, yes, orange. And I have these prisoners a little bit behind the lines. Oh, Bitcoin's above 72,000. Dang. A little bit behind the line so they can't just go and recapture it. Also, I'm good. Now I'm good. I don't know if Spain would, or Castile would really like it, but 37,000 ducats. Can I just take that from them? Or I could maybe take some of their land? But that's a lot of antagonism, though. I think I'll just... Medici, yeah, these countries right here, they're never gonna get over it. They're always gonna be in a coalition against me. Aragon is already in a coalition. France did not have enough antagonism. They will. They'll also have a truce. Narbonne, I don't care about because they're not going to exist. Nobody else is going to be brought above 50. That wasn't already above 50. So this... Yeah. So I think this is actually fine for our antagonism. Can we do anything else here? Cancel subject. Really have any new world? Well, I got some subjects here. Alençon. Okay, so I can liberate some of these countries. Anjou. Oh, that's too much. Too much war score. How much? Worded country name? War score. Okay. Start getting those bigger countries, right? Gosh, okay, Barry. This one. I feel like this is more humiliating. Just release some of these really old subjects you used to have. Luxembourg, can we do that? We can. Namur. Falkenstein. Let's get maybe something that costs like 20. Poitou. Oh man. Alright, so we can cancel one of these ones up here, right? Boom. Poitou, they're gonna get liberated. Liège would be a good one. I think that's fine. We take some territory, we liberate some countries, boom. There we go. Territory connected. Very good. And it's all Catholic already. You just have to deal with the culture issue. We're assimilating these. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of... Oh, jeez. Alright. Legio 4, which doesn't have a hotkey. Yeah, that's a lot of antagonism that we're going to have to alleviate. We'll get it taken care of. That's alright. Take care of the Turkish patriots. Dang it, man. They took 3 out of the 4 forts over here. They took 3 of them. That's annoying. Trajanopoulos. All right, let's take that one next. I don't think I need to call in Castile for this. Yeah, but I would love to be able to take on Hungary, though. Upper Bavaria, Lower Bavaria, and Aragon. Slightly weaker. We can win this war. If Castile could join me, maybe. Castile is now outnumbered. And ultimately, France is probably just going to take this territory back, right? Like, they're probably just going to take it back pretty easily. But you never know. One of them might get an alliance with some of the others, right? Or they might get an alliance with Bohemia or something like that. I still need to form an alliance with Bohemia, and if I weren't at war, I would be able to. Is this the antagonism one? Forget. It is. It is. Vote for it. It's not failing if I vote for it. 17. Oh, did I get another cardinal? I did! I took one away from France, so I have 10 cardinals now. And there are 22, which means I have... literally, I have nearly half of the cardinals. If I get to where I have more than half of them, then it doesn't matter what the other ones think. It's just about me. It's all about me. So right now, Yeah, if they all banded together, they could force whatever I want to happen to fail. But the time is coming where they won't be able to do that anymore. Time is coming soon. Alright, let's send these guys over to Thessaloniki. We're gonna get Legio 2 to Constantinople. And then, oh, I don't know what I just got. I got some research thing. I don't know what it was. And I still have 13 things in the queue, and I have, was it 18 years? Still fine. We're averaging about one technology a year, which is fine. It's actually fine. Like, we're gonna have a few years left where we can choose some extra technologies that we didn't have yet. Like, anybody outside of this diplomatic range, we don't have the diplomatic range for it. We could get the tech that increases it. Or I also like this. I like that one. Counter-espionage is fine. More things we can do with our, with our cabinet is really good. Imperial ambitions. Reduce inflation? Yes, please. I need that. And then this is what we do, right? With here, now it's... Oh, man, we gotta get the wine output. We're Rome, right? Queue up all these manufactories, and by the time we can embrace the next institution, we will be done with all of these. Lacquerware. Raw materials output. Liquor manufactory, iron foundry, weaponry, cannon. Charcoal burner? What does that do? Turns wood into charcoal. Oh yeah, it's the more efficient version. It produces 50% more coal than the charcoal kiln. So, food production, tanning manufactory. The merchantman is transport. Iron output is good. Opera house we don't even have. Medical school we don't have. This is a big queue that we have. Okay, let's not get too carried away. This is a big freaking queue now. 45? We might have to delete a couple of these. We'll see. Oh man, I'm dreading having to work another overnight. As long as it's a one-off thing. As long as it's a one-off thing, I can deal with it, but I don't like it. Even if I can deal with it, I don't like it. Alright, good. We're at Thessaloniki, and then this... Oh, crap. This legion's out of food. And we're going to send these guys to North Africa. And they took Nicomedia, too? Repair speed at sea. Taking that. Alright, let's go to Nicomedia. Then we'll go here, fight these guys. This shouldn't be too hard. I don't know where their capital is. Might be on Crete. Maybe it's not on Crete. Yeah, it's not on Crete. Couldn't tell you where it is. It's Nicomedia. There it is. I'll hire these troops as mercs. Kind of funny how I'm hiring mercs that are from the rebellion group. Right? Constantinople warriors. Yeah, that's what I freaking thought, dude. Get away. That's funny. And the funny thing is, they're way more effective at fighting for me. All right, let's get a blockade going. These forts, I just upgraded these forts. And now they're going to be tough to take. Let's send these guys to whatever this place is. Ganakala or whatever. Can I just annex you right now? Dude, that would be really cool. Nigut. See, colonies need to be named after regions. Colonies need to be named after regions. They do not need to be named... I mean, even areas you could do, but I think regions is probably fine. America. I love it. Wait, Greenland's part of Europe? Hear about that one, Chief. But I think colonies really need to be named after regions, and then give a couple of countries unique colony names. Like if France colonizes the Great Plains, call it Louisiana. I'm back. I needed to do stuff. Sorry about that. What did I miss? Well, we took some land from France because Castile called us into a war versus France, and we took charge of the war, and we connected our territory in Iberia. Right now we're fighting a rebellion, but we're almost ready to go to war with the Ottomans and Tunis. Very happy about it. What do we want here? Back the war effort? I don't care about that. Market regulations. Shoot, I don't really care about any of this stuff. I guess Cathedral is fine. Bellicose support. We did get some more antagonism, though. Now we're getting 2,700 ducats a month. Our economy is very prepared. We're getting 2,800 manpower a month. We're doing just fine. To own the Mediterranean is our right. Exactly. Mare Nostrum. Extra ship repair while at sea. Getting the minting office. And at tech level 6, at that point in our queue, we will be able to upgrade our heavies, which means we should be able to compete with the Ottoman Navy. Because they got 2-deckers. And they got Sebek galleys. And our galleys... Weird. Our galleys are not that good. Our galleys are Italian galleass. Age 4. Okay, age 4. They got... And we're almost to the end of age 5. Ridiculous. Please tell me you've been working on the Navy. I have. We have a Navy of 154 ships. And like I said, we have been working toward researching, upgrading our ships. Because it wasn't just the inferior number of ships, it was also the level of ships. Right? We did not have very powerful ships. The Ottomans have 39 Sebek galleys, and they have 62 2-deckers. We have 100... Happens when I'm trying to read something. We have 100 carracks, alright? So, even though we have more heavies than they do, they're far inferior in terms of strength. We only have 14 galleys, but I'm not really trying to get galleys because we can afford the heavies, so... In fact, I can build some more heavies. And I will. 20 more heavies. We'll have 120 heavies. We have plenty of money, making 2,700 ducats a month. Plenty of manpower, getting 2,800 manpower a month. I always had like a benchmark. In EU4, 1,000 manpower was extremely strong. When you're making 1,000 manpower a month in EU4, you're extremely strong. Very, very little in terms of limitations. 2,000 manpower, you don't have to worry about manpower anymore. If you're getting 2,000 manpower a month, you're fine. Now it looks like not that much right now because there's a reinforcement, but are you kidding me? Look at this crap. We are 11 days out. 11 days out. And it was about to make me fail that. Oh, it pisses me off. Keep building heavies. At this stage, I think we're probably fine in terms of heavies as long as we can upgrade them. That's the main thing. As long as we can upgrade them. Also, let's build some more roads, huh? We got roads over here. They're going all the way to Barcelona. Well, not exactly, but we don't have the territory. Alright, can we just annex you guys? Give me all your money, too. There. Finally. Alright, now, we're gonna lose manpower a little bit. Oh, we don't care about these. These are just mercenaries. Alright, I want 1 legion in Constantinople. I want 1 in... I'll put 1 in Trajanopolis. And I'll keep 1 on the other side of the strait. I do want them on the southern side of the strait, or the western side of the strait, because southwest, I don't know. Because I want to go down here, and I want to get, like, take Anatolia like that. When I play as Byzantium, usually I'll start with the north, and then, like, sort of, I'll do, like, the coast, and then I'll do, like, a slant like this. But it's tending toward the northern section. But here, what I want to do is I want to, like, eat the entire coast, and then, like, work my way over like that. This is going to piss off Egypt. Sorry if I've been too much into the Navy. I just saw how it was a problem last war. We must learn from the mistakes of the past. No, I totally understand, my friend. And I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. I'll be fine with that. Oh, and we do have, actually, man, I just got tinnitus really bad. So, well, there's 23 cardinals right now. There were 22, but we have 10 cardinals now. So, we're extremely influential. The Catholic Church. Is that Hadrianopolis? That's Adrianopolis. That's Adrianopolis, dude. What that is. I love how there's Italian names for these. It's so cool. Oh, Constantinople's RGO. We're good on there. You know what? Since we have so much money, let's open the RGO builder and just mass expand. All of them. All of them. I just realized that France doesn't own any land in the Mediterranean. Exactly, that was my goal. I wanted to cut them off from the Mediterranean. Oh, I'm sorry. They have 1 city. They have 1 city. I didn't even realize that. They have Alicante. Or however you pronounce it. Also, minting office. This will be good. Extra crown power and max control. It's very expensive to build, but we have a lot of money. And it can only be built in towns and cities. We just spent 225,000 or maybe 250,000 ducats on minting offices. That's ridiculous. But that's going to help, right? Because we need to gain as much control over this territory as we possibly can. Converting Tunis, right? They're all Catholics. 9 kids Catholic. Catholics don't believe in birth control. Francian Patriots. Okay, they would start increasing if I was not decreasing them. I'll leave as is. Languedocian Patriots, I like, but... I do really like that we're taking such strong control over the Mediterranean. I really like that. We do also need to send one legion to Carthage. Yeah, legion number 3 we'll send to Carthage. Greeks need more control. I know, I totally agree with that. The problem is I can't get any control. I can't get any proximity here. I get like a little bit. The most control, what, 13.77? This one has 20. This one has 20. Eurus. We can upgrade it to a city. And then we can build roads. Like, we can build some roads. And we do still have, like, a lot of money, right? So we can still build roads here. But the issue is that by the time it makes it here, it doesn't have enough proximity left. Right? So I can make it reduce proximity. Look at that. That's kind of funny. It actually doesn't even go right from Rome. It goes navally from Rome to Salerno, and then it goes across the Italian peninsula. That's crazy. But the way that I can fix this is if I can get railroads, which come from the next age. Oh, and I am prepared to sacrifice some of these manufactories here if we can get the institutions well enough. We will see, my friends. We will see. Facebook keeps giving me friend suggestions. It finally gave me somebody with whom I actually have a mutual friend, but I don't know this person. I'm Unk status. I still use Facebook. Plan to take the coast from Tunis and Ottomans. Yes. So I would like to, ideally, if I could take land from Tunis, I would like to, is that mine? Performance is really suffering at this stage. I would really like to take this coastline from Tunis, and then that way I can attack Tellus, and then I'm gonna try to hopefully get to where I can make a two-pronged attack on Egypt. What we really need to do is we need to get so ridiculously powerful from other areas that we can take on the Holy Roman Empire, take a ton of land from the Holy Roman Empire so that 50% of it is controlled by some of the people that are not in it. And France is helping with that. And then dismantle the Holy Roman Empire so that we can form our own empire. And then we just have to become a hegemon, and we have to own tons and tons of locations. This is so many locations, guys. Ridiculous. In EU4, you don't really get a proper sense of scale for how big countries are. In EU5, oh my gosh, dude. Like, you could see how big Italy feels, right? Italy itself is a big country in EU5. So thinking about the Roman Empire being all of this? Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Roman Empire is ridiculously huge. And you get a really good sense of scale as to just how big the freaking Roman Empire was at their height, of course. And they didn't own literally all this territory. Like, there's some northern parts of here they didn't own. They didn't own this territory. They had, like, Dacia. It was, like, up to here or something like that. But it was, like, a peninsula of their territory. A peninsula on their borders. It wasn't like they owned literally all of this territory. And they didn't own all of Scotland, right? But it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Obviously, they didn't own halfway down the Sahara Desert, but it's just because this is part of the regions, right? They're going with the Maghreb region, the Egypt region, the Crescent region, the Caucasus. I don't think they ever owned out to the Caspian Sea, but Hungary owns too much coast. Totally agree, and I would love to be able to connect my territory here with by going to war with Hungary. I just don't know if we have enough time. 1722. That's the challenge here. I feel like we don't have enough time. I feel like we didn't choose the best country for forming the Roman Empire, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's France. But we chose Florence. And I would say starting as Florence, we've made a lot of progress, right? We control basically all of the central Mediterranean. But, you know. Alright, Daly was asking me my energy level. It's fine. Stress level. Stress level's elevated because in a few weeks I'm gonna have to work a freaking overnight shift. I don't like that. I don't like it. I want to work an overnight shift. Maritime presence. Yeah. I still want another cardinal, but I know the Pope's not going to give me one. Venetian. You know what? I could accept Venetian culture. Yeah, we can get some more cores. Let's get some more cores. Alright? Look at this. And I really want to unite my culture group. That comes in age 6. Next age, we actually get to unite our culture group. It's just going to be Italian culture. Watch all this turn into cores, right? Watch this. Wait. Just wait for the month to tick over. Boom. All of that because we accepted Venetian culture. We still have 0.72 left. If we accept Greek culture, that's an extra 2. It's part of a different culture group, so it's tough to do. And it's only 4.39% of our population for now, so. Ugh. Gosh. Francian culture? Serbian culture? Ugh. Heck. 0.25% of the population in this. You got 103 Greek people living here. What the heck? Look at that. You got some people living over here. Oh my gosh. You can have them over here. Now this is like that's like the ancient Greek people living there. Mali has declared us their rival. Okay. Hi. Karim Boromo. I can probably take them on. They have 1,700 tax base. We got 8,100, almost 8,200. Yeah, I don't think we have anything to fear from them. Basically, what I'm waiting for here, in case you guys are wondering, I'm waiting to get the 2-deckers. That's basically all I'm waiting for. Once we get the 2-deckers, we can actually compete with the Ottoman and the Tunisian Navy. We'll be able to beast out. Unimax? Weird. So many, like, diverse markets here. The Viceroyalty of Peru. Okay, well, Peru does exist. But look, we got the Viceroyalty of Itapicuru? Itapicuru? I don't know how to pronounce that. New Granada makes sense, right? New Spain makes sense. Majorca does not make sense. Delaware makes sense because I think there's an area... Or no, there's... Is it just a province or something? Yeah, there's a province of Delaware, okay. And that's where their capital is. Here. So Delaware sort of makes sense. Majorca doesn't make sense. Waco? What is this? Okay, this is a native nation. No, it's not. It's Castilian culture and Catholic religion. Spanish core language. Latin liturgical language. I don't know what's going on. New Spain is ridiculously sized. They don't have a lot of groups. They don't have any regulars, but... Oh, well. You guys want to take a look at the world map? Let's look at the world map. Just to see this. China. China. And you got Goryeo here. With Empress. Okay, she is an Empress. Empress of Yuan. Queen of Goryeo. What? What? Is there like a... There's a marriage union. There's a Goria union. What? That's so weird. That's weird, dude. That's freaking weird. Alright, alright. Let's keep going. Porcelain manufactory is next. Now that I've got that, getting Medici porcelain. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna see if we're producing any. I don't even know if we are. No. We can build some. Alright, very good. Alright, I'm gonna be right back because I have to use the bathroom, but we are only a couple of techs away from getting the 2-decker, and then we'll be able to take on the Ottomans and Tunis. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I never muted my microphone, but that's fine. Alright, so I am back. Legislative efficiency? I can vote for that. I hate that they continuously call for papal bulls. Kind of annoying. Oh yeah, let's get an alliance with Bohemia. Now, Bohemia, I would be scared to take on Bohemia, to be honest with you. I don't know if I would feel comfortable taking on Bohemia in a fight. We have 180,000 regulars and 300,000 levies. They have fewer levies, but they have more regulars. That would be a very tough war if we had to ever face Bohemia, which we probably won't have to. I think they would be a really good ally long term. As long as they're not encroaching too much into Roman territory. I'm okay if they're like a little bit in the borders, right? Because I think, yeah, they are a little bit in the Roman borders, but they're not going to prevent me from forming the empire, right? So I don't think we'll have to end up actually fighting them. That would suck, though. That would absolutely suck. We got some good freaking choices. Look at this, 85, 98, 86. Holy crap, we got some good choices. Expensive education. Yes, let's get her an expensive education. Not like it will matter because this is a republic, but that's okay. See, all these papal bulls, dude. Tolerance of heathen beliefs. I'm voting against this. They're probably gonna all band together and make me lose. Let's see how France votes. If France votes yes, it's over. France is literally the deciding vote. If they abstain, I win. If they vote yes, I lose, and if they vote no, I win. Dude, it's just France. They're the deciding vote. They're gonna vote for it. They always vote for it. They only voted against it when they were in a coalition war versus me, and it was about antagonism. That's the only time they actually voted against it. I want to connect this territory so that we can get the city of Bursa. That would be nice. We'll be alright. Can't believe we're not even finished with the age of absolutism and... Alright, I can't believe we're almost finished with the age of absolutism and... Crazy. We're still getting, like, some of these things that are Q are at age 4. And I, like, don't know why we didn't get them. These are just manufactory. Need to head out now, sorry. Hey, no problem, I understand. But thank you for joining. Okay, the Pope, I'm pretty sure the Pope is going to say no to this. I always got to request it in Florence, though. Crown power. I could do that, I guess. The clergy are not going to hate me. They'll get over it. Get extra crown power. We got 52%. I think in my Byzantium playthrough, I went absolutist and I have like 60-some% crown power. Just crazy. Crazy work. And that's without building all those minting offices like we just built in the Republic, right? Alright, we're building these porcelain stuff. Upgrading the roads. Good. Alleviating concerns. Not too bad, actually. I'm kind of glad that the alleviating concerns is doing so well. I think they leave the coalition when they get to 30. So Aragon is not really going to leave the coalition anytime soon. The Pope is never leaving that coalition. Austria has none. Tunis has 32 and the Ottomans have 29. Egypt has none. That's going to change after this coming war. It's going to change. I think I also am going to end the stream at 10. This is, to be fair, this is the second stream this week. Alright, so... to be perfectly fair. Alright, monthly prestige, good. Porcelain output, being increased. Grand shipyard and 2-decker. That's all we need. That's all we need. I just don't like this. And I just wish we could get a local proximity source here. That it just bothers me that we can't. Local proximity source. See, we can't do naval governor. We can't do local governor because we don't have enough slots, and we don't even have a connection to the capital. Oh, Do we have a Mercury patio here? We actually do, and we only have it at level 1. That I want to vote against, and of course they're gonna force me to lose that because they all want more imperial authority because they see the Holy Roman Empire as a check on my power. So they're gonna vote for it. But that's okay. Just need the Grand Shipyard, and that's going to help. Okay, the Grand Shipyard, I will say, that will actually greatly help because... Well, let's upgrade that. Because that's going to increase our harbor capacity from 0.2 to 0.25, which is a 25% increase in our harbor capacity that we're getting from that Grand Shipyard. That's going to help proximity on both ends. And so that is actually going to help proximity that we get in Greece. What? Proximity. Get more? 29? We got 27 here. This seems like the most proximity. It seems like the most proximity that we have. And it already has a shipyard. See, that's the issue here. I can't build a temple here. I already got all these religious buildings. Library. It's already a town. I can't build a minting office. Oh, I can. I can build a minting office. So the minting office is just for extra local max control. But at least that will help a little bit. The max control is only going to apply to that one location. It doesn't have anything to do with the surrounding locations, unfortunately. Unfortunately. See, as you can see, the max control is... Max control is partially influenced by pop satisfaction. In fact, it's greatly influenced by pop satisfaction. And, 3,500 ducats a month. You guys like that? And if you notice, primary culture is Tuscan. 98%. Tuscan culture means that they're going to have a lot of satisfaction. And even though they're not getting any proximity, their average satisfaction is high enough, right? It's a core. Sorry. It's not only about satisfaction, it's also about it being a core, which can only happen if it's your primary culture. Or an accepted culture. This is my primary culture. So it's a core, which gives average control, or maximum control of almost of 40, and then subtracted by the average satisfaction, which is 93%. So there you go. That's why we have 39 control here and 7 here. 3 here, right? Max control is 3.2. It's integrated, but not a core. And the average satisfaction is 30%. Right? So that's reducing the maximum control by nearly 7%. It scales up to like reducing it by 10%. So if their average satisfaction were 0, you'd have 0 max control. You wouldn't be able to have any control over that area. We have a little bit extra in Byzantium, or in Constantinople, because it is a city. Plus we have friendly armies there, and that definitely increases it. And temples, of course. Temples definitely increase max control. Alright, shipyards. Here we go, guys. Shipyards. Let's build one in Rome for sure. Grand Shipyard there. Build that one there. I want one in Naples and the one below it. I want ones here. This is not only going to increase our sailors and all that, but it also just helps us with proximity. Anywhere where anywhere that is actually getting proximity through the sea from Rome, which is our capital, is going to benefit from having one of these grand shipyards, because it's also affected. Harbor capacity affects the proximity that's used when you leave port, and then also when you're entering a port. I actually think I probably need to go toward naval. I'm on land, but I think I probably don't need to be on that. It's gracious. What is going on here? Okay. Something's going on my work group chat. Things are happening, guys. They're happening. I just feel like there's somebody from my workplace that secretly watches all of my streams or something like that. I'm afraid to say anything bad. Alright, but the next tech that we get is going to be the two-deckers, and as soon as we upgrade those two-deckers, we can go to war with the Ottomans. I don't know why I didn't have a spy network there. Whoops. But let's build a spy network there. They are doing counter-espionage. We have a lot of cultural influence versus their cultural tradition. So, we're still gaining our spy network, even though he's trying to reduce with counter-espionage. I actually, in my Byzantium game, I was trying to form a spy network in Cyprus. And Cyprus's counter-espionage was so effective that literally I couldn't form a spy network at all. This is crazy. Alright, their cultural tradition is 2600, 2700 with a little bit less influence. Our cultural tradition is 3000 with 5700 influence. We've got strong cultural influence. And I actually think we have the highest cultural influence. Yeah, we have by far. We have the highest cultural influence by far. We have over 5,000, and right now the cultural hegemon is number 1 with 3,300. And it's only because they're a great power. If we were a great power, we would instantly become the cultural hegemon. So we're not going to have a problem becoming a hegemon once we can actually form an empire and cement our place as a great power. But for now, it just sucks because we can't form an empire. Until we destroy the Holy Roman Emperor. It's very annoying. And Bohemia is going to join because they're probably allied. Yep, now they're allied with Bohemia. It says we can win this war. I don't know about that. Shoot. I mean, our regulars are pretty unstoppable, so... possible. What's this? Legio has some prisoners? Okay. Okay, we're almost there. We need to get the spy network. If we get to call the parliament, maybe we could just get... oh no, it's gonna be a while. Sure. That really is only helping with our patricians tax, but... Alright. So we're upgrading our navy. Upgrading our navy, guys. Oh, we gotta send these guys to Rome, but I want them to repair a little bit, because obviously... I can't send them out with 0%. They're just all gonna get destroyed, and then I'm gonna have to build, what, 120 of them? Alright. Let's, while this game is paused, and at the very beginning of the month, let's go to Rome. Let's re-elect this guy. I don't care. I'll take the loss of Republican tradition. Castile. Castile, I'm annoyed with you. But you helped me in that coalition war a lot, so... Anyone else locked in? Me when I'm locked in. Jen's very upset that I have to work it overnight. I understand. I'm a little upset too. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that she shares in my struggles and I just really appreciate that. It just gives me like this unity with my wife. Makes me feel like she's invested in my future just as much as I am, because it's our future, you know? It feels good. Even though I'm not quite as worried about it as she seems to be. You know, because I'll probably be okay. To be honest, I'm used to going to bed at like 1 a.m. And I only go to bed early when... I only get to bed early when I work a morning shift the following morning. So... it's just gonna be staying up an extra couple of hours. I'm not gonna be doing like... My old schedule was where I would go to bed at like 9 or 10 in the morning. And that sucked. That absolutely sucked. And I think, but I think a one-off is okay. I'm not gonna be staying up until 9 or 10 in the morning. I'm probably just, like, if I get off at 6, I'm probably just gonna go home and sleep. Have a little snack and then go to sleep. Shoot, I forgot how to run a third shift. I don't even know. I don't even know how I could do it anymore. Holy crap. Nowadays, I run mainly second shift, but they give me some first shifts. That's going to be a weird schedule for my streaming, too. I don't know if I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to stream twice that week. Because it's going to be like... I'm going to have Monday night off, right? I don't work Monday, but then I'm going to go to work Tuesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Won't be able to stream that. And then Wednesday, I meet my Wednesday group. And then Thursday, I work second shift. Friday, I'm off, but I work a first shift the following morning. Saturday and Sunday, I work first shift. So I think I'm only going to be able to stream one night that week. That's okay. You guys will understand. You guys are cool. All of you silent lurkers, I like you, alright? You're cool. And also, thank you to my 120th subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. I think one legion is probably enough to take these guys on. I mean, I'm destroying Tunis right now as we speak in Morocco. He's sending, like, a lot of his army. It looks like he's just sending all of his levies here. And I'm just wrecking him. If he stops... Actually, even if he doesn't stop on this fort, I'll take him on. That's woods. He's going to be attacking in the woods against regulars when all these... Look at this. This is ridiculous. Fine. Now, if I really wanted to go overkill, I could send a second legion, which I might want to do. What's Castile's goal? Destroy enemy. Okay, so he's just trying to destroy Morocco. You know what would be really cool? Is if I forced Tunis to annul their alliance with the Ottomans. I would be very happy if they did that. Oh yeah, are my navies fine? Okay, they're all It's basically at 100%. Okay, so we're okay. A little worried there for a second. Especially because Morocco does have a navy. It's only 31 ships. Tunis has more of a navy. It's still 33 heavies though. They got 2-deckers, and so does Tunis. So now my navy very strongly outclasses Tunis. I will need a second freaking legion. Sending Legio 2. Got 2 and 3. Once I get Legio 2 here, I'm gonna follow him. Once I get Legio 2 here, then we'll be able to take this from Tunis. Because Tunis is on track to be able to take it before I take this fort. Morocco's not really on track to be able to take that fort too fast, but I can still take it from him. Oh, dude, he's scared, dude. Oh, no, he's joining in. He's joining in, actually. That's okay. I still win. Boom. Boom. Oh, I love it. This is Legio 2. All right. Yeah, let's send him to the capital of Tunis. Why not? And then I'll have these guys snake down here, and then hopefully I can just take this coastline. That would be nice. Who knows? Maybe I won't be able to. I mean, they are a secondary participant in the war, so it's possible it'll just take so much war score. Let's see. Bohemia. Oh, crap, dude. Al something is the name of the province. Come on, dude. Just give me this. Here it is. Give me that, right? And they won't do it. That's... Leave the recipient 2 fractured. I gotta take this, too. That's negative 33. And it's a 44 war score deal. You know what? I'm alright with that. I'm actually okay with that. Just reinforce. That's probably fine. I'm okay with that peace deal. And then if we could get them to annul their treaties. Oh, that's Morocco. I can't get Tunis to annul treaties. Castile could do it. I can't do that because I'm not the war leader. But yeah, I guess I'm at war with most of Scandinavia right now. Sweden, they look powerful, but they're like nothing right now. The Teutons, Livonia. Yeah, to be honest, I'm really not worried about this war. Thankfully, Bohemia has called me into an easy war that I don't really have to even participate in. But that's okay. I'm gonna message back Gen. Already used to going to bed around 1 a.m., so I can think. I think as long as it's a one-time thing, I can survive. I would never do it long-term. I would never go back to working overnight long-term. Never, ever. Literally, it's kind of funny because my wife and I actually were talking about this. We were talking about this, and she's like, oh, would you work overnight for a year if, you know, if they paid you like $1 million or something like that? And I said no. I say, look, even if you pay me $1 million, I'm not working overnight for a year because it's like irreparable damage to my brain. You can't get that back. It's just not something you can recover. Even if you offer me $5 billion, I wouldn't do it for a year. I might do it for a month and you're offering me enough money to where I never have to work again. I'll do overnight for a month. And then I'll never work again. I'll take it. I don't think a month is long enough to cause the irreparable damage. Maybe a tiny bit. I don't even know. But I could probably survive for a month. A year, not going to happen. Long-term overnight? Oh, man. I can't do it anymore. I cannot do it anymore. Some people can. I have a coworker that was on overnights for like 8 years, and now she's back on overnights. Now that she works with the same company as me. And she can handle overnights just fine. It's just, I don't know how some people do it, but they just do it. But then again, I have another coworker who's like me and like has a really hard time handling it. And she recently got off of overnights, and she was so happy because she was like, it's like you feel yourself dying. You feel yourself losing your mind, and you can't do anything about it. You notice that you're forgetting stuff. I actually, when I was on overnights, I lost the ability to sing along with my favorite songs. And I had to practice when I got off of overnights. Like the following couple of days after I got off of overnights, I had to practice singing along with my favorite songs. And it was hard. It was actually difficult to do. And that's just what overnights does to you. Just, you're not meant to be awake during those hours of the day. Or of the night. Alright, so these guys are mostly reinforced. Attack these guys, boom. We got some prisoners here. These guys are... Oh wait, they took my fort? Oh wow, they actually did take my fort. Alright, that's fine. I'll just take it back. They're not taking Carthage. They're not taking Carthago. Did I upgrade the Grand Shipyard? I did not. I'm so glad I'm almost over my cough, guys. Oh my gosh, you haven't heard me cough in a while. I'm so relieved. I'm just really, really tired. Look at this. We're making 3,000 manpower a month. You know what? Let's hire these guys as mercs. They're gonna go to probably Carthago. Oh, maybe not. Okay, they're going down here. And let's actually just have these guys focus siege. They're probably all gonna get wrecked, but... yeah, just focus siege this area, plus these provinces. They're probably gonna get wrecked, but they're mercs. And they're, like, enemy soldiers, so... so if they get wrecked, what's it to me? This is only half of my regular army, and I haven't raised any levies whatsoever, and I'm just trouncing them. So, if they can make a little progress on the siege for me, icing on the cake. Okay. Got that. These guys are on focus siege. I think these guys are probably fine to keep just sieging. I can take the provincial capital and then aim for that fort. These guys will aim for here, and then I gotta reinforce because this is ridiculous. I'm taking so much attrition, I've lost 10,000 guys from this. Now, that's only 3 months and 10 days of manpower, because I'm gaining so much manpower, but Still, it's something that I will nevertheless have to reinforce, because I can't continue like that. I don't know how they lose that many, but they do. We're totally good on... Oh, there it is. Merc's lost. I don't know if they liberated him or what. Okay, my war score is actually 6%, which is the overall war score. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're actually going to get a lot from them. And also, you guys like this? The Gibraltar Strait? Or what? Is that what it's called? The Gibraltar Strait? It's not an actual strait in EU5. It's, like, you actually have to land navally in order to get into Morocco. Side note, I think a colonial Morocco could be really fun. And I think next campaign I do is probably going to be colonial Morocco. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Oh, they captured the prisoners. Not worried about it. Not concerned about it at all. I hate that I can't really assault. I mean, I might be able to if I just went ham bone on the artillery, but... I don't want to do that. Alright, so we won there. We're going to have to go over here and get these guys. And then, while we're so close to our own territory, let's go ahead and reinforce. Lots of prisoners. Take them over here. Take them to Carthage. And take these guys over here to reinforce. These guys still trying to siege that. And you know what? These guys are trying to take a fort here. They're taking attrition just because of the defensive army. But they are all regulars, and they are definitely an army I want to take on. And the terrain is totally flat and sparse and everything like that, so they don't get any kind of penalties. But remember, we're unstoppable. Just so you don't forget about that. Tend toward liberalism, that's good. You know what? Do this. Oh, that's not me. Doesn't have anything to do with me. Let's move over here, and then let's take the Legio 3. We just won. Alright, well, let's take Legio 2 then, and we're going to move over here and take the fort. Now, this fort has a much smaller garrison, so, you know what? Let me just refill this garrison real quick, because we're about to reinforce everybody anyway. Right? Refill that garrison, take them back to reinforce, and now we can take this fort uninterrupted. And I want this coastline. I really want it. Gonna be good, because then we can go to war with Tellus to capture even more of the Mediterranean coast, and then we're up against Egypt. Oh, I love this one. I love that one. Literally, it can't fail. Who voted no? Can I see who voted no? Barry. Barry? I liberated you. If it weren't for me, you'd be dead. You wouldn't even exist. They did ally each other, though. Isn't that kind of funny? Alliance with them and Namur and Luxembourg. Okay, okay. And then these guys, they got alliances with Poitou, Namur, and Berry. Luxembourg has... Hold on, that's France. Luxembourg has the Netherlands, Namur, and Berry. And Namur has Rethel, Berry, and Luxembourg. Now, the Netherlands is not, like, really powerful in this game, in this timeline. The Netherlands is kind of weak, especially in comparison to France, but it's something, right? And the Netherlands themselves are also allied with the Pope, Lippe, the Rhine, and Luxembourg, of course. So, wow. Crazy work, brother man. Hire these guys with 3,500 ducats. The Tunis Knights. I love it. All right, let's focus siege on here. We're going to do that, and then fictions. And these guys will just focus siege. And it's 6,000 troops, right? Are they regulars? I mean, well, they're mercs, but they're hunters. Now, hunters are in H5. So that's fine, actually. White Horse? New market in White Horse? Of course, it's in North America. Colony of Labrador? An area. At least it's historical, somewhat, right? The coalition against... Okay, it was disbanded, but the Pope made another one. It's because Aragon left. Aragon dropped below 30 antagonism, so they just left. My antagonism's actually doing quite well. It's gonna get a little bit bad once... My antagonism's gonna get a little bit bad once, what's it called? Wow. We're gonna lose that, but... Oh, no, we won! Wow. Once I take this land from Tunis, but still, I'm not gonna get antagonism with Aragon or anybody over here. I'll get antagonism with Tunis, the Mamelukes, maybe the Ottomans, because they're allied, and they're the same religion. But, yeah. Yeah. Go over here. This one doesn't even require a blockade. It is 1,100 in the garrison, though. The high-level fort. Medici. Okay, the banks are joining the coalition again. I'm alright with it. But, like I said, those countries will never, ever let it go. They're never going to let it go. Reduce opinion. Sure, the Kingdom of France. I'm alright with that. And get extra taxes. I want to build up that money some more. We are making 2,700 ducats a month. Spend some money. We'll just give some money to the burghers. They can build whatever they want. Making a lot of money in the Modena and Genoa and Constantinople markets. The Naples market actually is not making... Oh, it's the second most amount of money. We're making the most in Modena. Alright. Reinforcing there. We're going to take... I want to take that fort. It's got forts at every freaking location right here. Right? You see this... 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there, and then it skips 1. Look at that! My mercs took it! Now they're gonna die, but... my mercs actually took that fort. It skips 1, then you got 1 here and here. Tunis has been, like, working overtime to fortify their border with me. It's insane. It's okay. Alright, this other war I don't really care much about. Although I'm not gonna peace out, because... maybe Bohemia will like me more if I just stay in the war, and I don't have to sacrifice literally anything for it, so probably fine. Look at Bohemia about to unify Germany, right? Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Now nobody can contest my navy. Even the Ottomans. The Ottomans have 86 heavies and 40 galleys. Okay, well, I have 120 heavies. That's objectively better. Now, that would be a costly battle for me to fight, but I would still win. Likely. I would likely still win. Guys, thank you so much to the people that are joining. Thank you so much for voting yes in the poll. Rome good. Rome good. All right. 78% of you have voted yes. So thank you for that. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream and if you want to see more EU5, I definitely am going to be streaming more. I plan on doing, as my next campaign, I'm going to do Morocco. And then in next week, I will be playing Crimson Desert. So guys, if you want to actually watch that game, see if it's any good. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I'll probably just pre-order it just so you guys can see the bonuses and everything. But hey, maybe it will be good. Maybe it won't be. Either way, we'll find out together. And so I will stream that next Friday. I'm very excited about it. I'm kind of excited to give it a try, you know? Maybe it'll be good. And it looks cool. I'm actually impressed by not only the graphical fidelity, but the graphics it's able to maintain on really high frame rates. Right? I'm very impressed that it doesn't have crazy hardware requirements. And I think you're going to start seeing that a lot more in modern games just because of the fact that not everybody is going to be able to afford a higher-end PC as time goes on because of the AI stuff, which they're saying is not really going to even fully normalize until, like, 2028 or something. Which sucks. But I think you're going to see more gaming studios actually optimizing their games so that they can be run on lower-end hardware, which will be the new... Lower end will become like the new mid-end or high-end. For a while, anyway. I think if AI really is a bubble, and I kind of think it is, I don't know how big of a bubble it is, but I think it is. I think if AI really is a bubble, then when it pops, we're going to actually emerge from it stronger than before because all of these places are going to be ramping up video card production, RAM production, all of that in order to meet the AI demand. When the demand for RAM and video cards and everything crashes, that production has got to go somewhere, right? And so, all right, war score is 9. Somehow they're accepting this. I don't know why. We're not supposed to be able to make demands unless we have 10 war score, but I'll take it. I will take that. That's mine now. Gives me dats. Alright. So let's take these guys to Carthage. These guys are mercs, but I think it's okay just to cancel the contract now. 15 ducats to cancel? I'm on board. Nothing. Yes, I will give Castile food access. And now I can go to war with Tellus if I want to. And they are a subject... Okay, they're a tributary of Tunis, so I would still have to fight Tunis, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the destroy enemy castles. You know what? Dude, if we just wait until the Age of Revolutions, we can make the imperialism. And I think that's like minus 50 or even minus 75. Let's see. Warfare. Let's see, imperialism... It's minus 50%. I think nationalism is the minus... Yeah, nationalism is minus 70%. Can be created in the Age of Revolutions against countries of the same culture. That is the best coalition in the game in in EU4. In EU4, it's the best coalition in the game. Technically, in EU5, the best... Not coalition, Casus Belli. Technically, the best Casus Belli in the game in EU5 is the Red Turban Rebellions because its cost for conquest minus 98%. Which is ridiculous. And then you've got, like, Spread the Revolution is minus 75. Crush the Revolution is also minus 75. You got some really good ones. You got some good ones. Unify China is minus 75. So, Those are some really good ones, but in EU4 it was always the best one as nationalism, but it's hard to get, right? Egypt still has no antagonism against me. That's funny. Alright, so I am going to send these guys to Constantinople. This is Legio 3. Legio 2 I'm going to leave over here, because you are still allied with the Ottomans. So we are still going to have to fight Tunis and the war against the Ottomans. We'll be very well prepared for it, right? They only have 2,500 regulars, and that's their entire army. I think we'll be alright. Forget what this is. Institution growth. I mean, we're not going to get institutions for another 6 years, so... Anyway. Alright, guys. So, I think I'm going to call the stream right there. I'm pretty happy with what we've been able to do this stream. Funnily enough, the only territory we've actually been able to gain is through secondary wars that Castile has called us into. So, big bro Castile is helping us out, right? We don't even have to declare the war. We still gain the antagonism from it, of course, but yeah, that's kind of cool. He's just calling us into wars that we don't have to declare, and then, you know, we just go and take what we want, kind of. But the next war I want to do is an imperialism war against the Ottoman Empire, because that's... If we just wait just a few more years, like, what? We're going to be able to take stuff for minus 75% cost, right? Instead of the... If we do destroy enemy here, it's just 0. If we do religious war, it's plus 20%. Humiliate rivals plus 900%. You can't even conquer. So, yeah, we're definitely going to want to... We're definitely going to want to just do an imperialism war, and especially because the goal is to take their capital, which is Bursa. It doesn't even depend on battles. We're going to be able to take Bursa overnight. So, that being said, I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching the stream. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe, because we're up to 120 last time I checked, and that's pretty good. We gained like plus 3 in the past couple of days, which is very, very... I'm very thankful for you guys for watching, for having a good time. Jin just came back. Yeah, I'm calling it an hour earlier than usual tonight, just because today, this is the second stream of the week, and I'm kind of stressed out about having to work an overnight later this month. Don't want to relax. Got to work tomorrow and the next 4 days, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoy, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Sounds good. Have a fantastic week. Oh, yes, thank you. You as well, Jen. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time, and you need to relax.